So let's talk about the brand and let's talk about the services. What does the Expedia brand mean around the world? Dara touched upon it very nicely. It really means full service. It means a one-stop shop. It means our Brazilian travelers today can come to our site, utilize the service, and find everything they need for their perfect trip, whether that be a domestic trip or an international trip. Of course, this means flights. This means the hotels. This means car rentals if they choose to be driving and experiencing in their destination. Of course, it means the very hundreds of thousands of activities in every destination throughout the world to enjoy their trip. And then finally, part of the Expedia secret sauce is we allow our customers to bundle together and create their own package, their own dynamic package, be that a flight and a hotel and a car, a flight, a hotel, and a car at $29 billion. Dara talked about that. That makes Expedia the world's largest online travel agency and this close to the largest travel agency, period. And we're bringing that power and bringing that value to the Brazilian customer. So how do we do this? You've heard these points. We want to reinforce it. Global scale is something that we want to be bringing to the marketplace. We have relationships with over 300 airlines around the world. We can help the Brazilian traveler get anywhere in the world they need to get to. When they arrive in destination, we have over 155,000 hotels that we partner with around the globe, ensuring that any traveler has whatever choice they need in whatever destination. 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, it's all there for them. Downtown, by airports, close to the beach, it's all covered for them. The choice is theirs. Of course, activities, over 7,000 activities for them to choose from around the world. And then, on top of this, we utilize the power of our customers. We have over 7.5 million verified customer reviews. These are Expedia customers who have gone on their trip, have returned from their trip, are invited by us to come and post a review that is there on the site forever for future customers to read and to learn about what that customer's stay was like in that destination. It is incredibly powerful information for all travelers to learn and to benefit by. And it has great recency. So you can find out what review somebody had perhaps 12 months ago, but also 2 weeks ago. You can get right up-to-the-date information from another traveler who has been to that destination and has things to say and to share with the Expedia community. We've got 30 Expedia websites now around the world. We can see here on the map. On the Americas, we have Canada, United States, Mexico, Brazil, of course, here today, and Argentina. In total, we have 30 websites around the world that allows 30 different nations to be planning and booking their trips with Expedia. And we're so excited that Brazil is joining that family today. So what do we believe our strengths would be? If we get down to it, we're about empowering travelers to create their perfect trip. And everybody's trip is different. And everybody's trip is different from trip to trip. But it doesn't matter. It's all there. The choice is there. The power to build their trip their way. Let's step back for a minute and take a look at some of the statistics in the online travel industry as it pertains to Latin America and Brazil in particular. Globally, the online travel landscape has now grown to $382 billion US in the year 2012. That's the online travel marketplace today, and it's still growing. This represents 34% globally of total travel bookings. So about a third of all travel today is being purchased by consumers online. As Dara said, back in the mid-90s, that number was 0. It was 0, and it started to take. And it started to take first in the United States market. You wouldn't be surprised to look there and see that today that number in the US market is a 39% penetration as one of the lead markets. You'll see in Europe, it's up to 36% of all travel bookings are now made online by consumers. You'll see in Asia Pacific, on total, it's 24%. And here we have in Latin America, 21% as we sit today. These are measurements that come from a third-party source called Focusrite, which Expedia has always had the highest regard for their discipline and consistency in measuring the online travel marketplace throughout the world. This view tells us much the same, but this shows us where things have come from. So what we have here is, again, the penetration of online travel bookings by major market by year. And to me, what's most interesting is, well, Latin America today is up to 21%. Look at where it's come from so fast. Just a short 4 years ago, only 8% of travel bookings in Latin America were being made online. Latin America is on fire and is very, very quickly catching up and closing the gap with the rest of the world. And that's very exciting, and Brazilian travelers are clearly coming in tune with the opportunity. Taking a look again within the total Latin American marketplace, mathematically, it's a $14 billion marketplace for online travel. As you can see, the 14 million is out of a total pie in Latin America of 68. So there's your percentage of your 21%. Again, look how it has grown over the years so far, and we know this is just beginning. And how do we know? Because we watch all over the world, and we see the trends. So Brazil is clearly a fantastic opportunity for Expedia. It's a fantastic opportunity for today's Brazilian traveler to experience everything they want, whether that be domestic or international. It's the largest travel market in Latin America at $29 billion annually. And as we had said, the online travel portion of it today represents $6 billion. So there's a $6 billion pie right now in Brazil with Brazilian travelers, whether it be domestic or international travel today, and we know that number is only going to rise. So how do we summarize the opportunity? We clearly see Brazil as the next frontier of online travel. And what we want to do is now match it with the world's largest, most powerful travel brand, Expedia. And we believe we're extremely well positioned to serve today's Brazilian travelers. So here we are, introducing Expedia.com.br for Brazilian travelers in Portuguese and in Goiás. What we do is we empower the Brazilian traveler to create their perfect trip. And we think about this in 4 ways. Control, we give them the control. The customer is in charge. Ease, we want to make it easy. From day one, that's been so much a part of what Expedia's DNA has been. Back to when Dara talked about those first engineers, trying to make it easy for the customer. And every year, we want to make it easier and more intuitive for the customer to get what they want. Trust. This is e-commerce. This is doing transactions with your credit card over the internet. We must ensure that we are a very trustworthy brand. Well, firstly, we are the world's largest we're the world's largest online travel agency, and we are absolutely focused and dedicated on ensuring we have the best security and the best technology to ensure that travelers can have full trust when they're transacting with us online. And finally, the 4th aspect is choice, and we'll talk further about choice. So control, we've said this, you are in charge. The traveler is picking their components. They are mixing and matching, taking one at a time, coming back later to take another, combining them in the moment, anytime, anywhere. I touched earlier upon what our dynamic packaging is, or our e-package, electronic packages. This is the ability, as you can see from the screenshot. Would you just like to take a flight or a hotel, or would you like to combine a flight and hotel together dynamically in the moment? Would you like a hotel and a car, or perhaps a flight and a hotel and a car? Because that's everything you need for your perfect trip. And of course, if it's packages, there should be savings. There should be something extra in it for the traveler. And we provide savings, excellent savings. In fact, based upon our other points of sale around the world, we anticipate that the average savings when a customer chooses to bundle together their items into one package in one purchase, we estimate based on other marketplaces that the average savings per transaction will be in excess of 900 reais. That's big savings. That's big savings that they can reinvest in doing other things on their trip, perhaps extending their length of stay. So we're very much about having a value equation, and here we can just see one example of a trip that in fact is saving in excess of those savings. So an average saving is mathematical. Some savings will be less than this, some savings will be more. They're driven by a whole bunch of factors, including length of stay. But on average, the average customer, the average Brazilian traveler, we anticipate when they bundle together will save themselves over 900 reais. Ease of use. We're an online business. You can do it at home. You can do it at the office when the boss is not looking, perhaps, or perhaps during your lunchtime. You could do it at school as university students. And if you need to, we're available. You can call us. We are set up right here in Sao Paulo with our call center. We are available 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Whether you have questions in advance of bookings, whether you have a question after your booking, or if you would prefer, we will actually do the order and do the booking over the phone with you ourselves. The choice is yours. And of course, Dara talked upon it. These days, it's not just enough to be there on somebody's laptop or desktop. We need to be mobile, and we are, with a fantastic mobile site and a fantastic mobile app that you'll hear about shortly. What does trust mean? Trust is many forms to many brands, and one of the things that we do to give our customers that confidence and trust is our verified reviews. I touched upon this earlier. We have over 7.5 million reviews posted today from travelers to help future customers select the perfect hotel, the perfect stay, and the perfect experience. We also have something we call the Expedia Insider Select Program, which recognizes 500 of the world's top hotels in terms of value and quality as determined by both our Expedia experts and our sales force, as well as the hundreds of thousands of customers that come together and we annually determine and select and give this seal of approval to 500 of the world's top hotels as another area that customers and Brazilians will come to Expedia.com.br and know that they're making a great choice. And of course, when you book with Expedia, you can always rest assured that your itinerary has been confirmed, that your personal information and your credit card information is secure, and you are good to go on your trip. So all this bundled together for us really is about creating your trip your way.